Rev Dore, teaching religious science, which is the teaching of the science of mind from Sarasota, Florida. Today, ask for help. So many people believe they have to go it alone. Have you ever felt this way? I think most of us have felt like there just wasn't any help out there and we had to sink or swim on our own. If you believe that you're all alone and there is no help, then sinking is a real possibility. With the help of other people and the Creator, you stand a very good chance of not only staying afloat, but thriving. Remember, this too shall pass. You have a marvelous mind, but you cannot think your way out of whatever rough patch you're in without help. Why not? Well, because you're rather like the lobster in the pot. You're neck deep in hot water and it's getting hotter by the minute. It's hard to think clearly when you're about to be cooked. Or the IRS has garnished your wages or seized your bank account. That's the modern day equivalent of the lobster in the pot. Like the lobster, you have the ability to crawl out of the pot early on. But by the time you realize that this is really serious, the water's too hot, and you get cooked. The IRS comes calling, the job is lost, the spouse is gone. Now what? Don't wait for the boil. Get help and advice and get out of the pot early on in your difficult time. Doing nothing when the money is short or when you're afraid that you may lose your job or the husband may take a runner is a recipe for disaster. At the first signs of difficulty, get to work and get help. Job looking shaky? Get your resume out and do it now. Don't wait for the axe to fall. Bank account low? Put the spouse to work or find a way to earn a little bit extra while cutting back on your spending. Call your creditors and level with them. They just want their money. They don't want to ruin your life. 9 times out of 10, they'll be happy to make an arrangement with you. They're just real happy that somebody actually called to talk to them. Make an arrangement, but once you do, be sure to keep it, because they're not going to believe you the next time. This is the time to get advice and counsel from successful people that you know. And if you don't know any successful people, that may be your problem right there. You're hanging around with the wrong folks. Don't go to Bubba down the block whose house is in foreclosure. Don't get marital advice from the couple next door who are on the verge of divorce. Go to experts and wise people, not friends who can only commiserate. Successful people are successful for a reason. They know the secrets of successful living. They know how to use the law, the spiritual laws, and they have good habits and practice abundant thinking. If they like you, they may help you figure out what in the world to do. While advice from experts can be very helpful, when you're in bad trouble, advice is a bit like putting a Band-Aid on an open vein. There's only so much they can do for you at this stage of the game. The time to get wise words from wise people is before you're in a real mess. Seek advice, not rescue. Only you can really rescue you. But even in extremis, there is help. The best place to go for the strength and direction that you need to get through this problem is your Creator, also known as God, the Divine Mind, the Supreme Architect, or whatever you choose to call that power greater than you are. The one from whom all things are made. Now, he or she has all the power in the universe and thus can calm you, give you peace, loosen the grip of fear on your heart, and get you level enough to listen to the solution which has always been there, but your fear kept you from seeing it. You know, in almost every nasty circumstance in my life, and there have been a parade of them, I knew the real solution almost immediately, but wouldn't believe it or even consider it. Nah, that'll never work, I said. My ego said, no, we can tough this out. You can handle this, Dore. You don't need any help. We'll just start selling things to raise money, or maybe we'll borrow some more money. That'll work. I guess you realize that those two solutions only create a downward spiral that ensures that you're going down the drain. No, your ego does not have a clue. It's too macho and too self-absorbed to listen to anybody but itself. Rather, why not log on to infinitemind.div and get exactly what you need from God? That strength, serenity, toughness, tenacity, will, and even solutions are all available at this divine website that appears when you ask. Bookmark it on your home page in your heart and visit often. Yes, go to God. God is a very helpful spirit, but has some strange rules. Unlike your in-laws, God's advice and help must be asked for with open heart and an open mind. It's never offered unsolicited. You got to make the first move. Remember what it says in Scripture. Knock and it shall be opened to you. Seek and you shall find. Ask and it shall be answered. Notice you have to act first. Don't be shy. God knows who you are and who you are not. You're not imposing on God. That's what God is there for. You're not a mystery or a secret to God. God has known you from the beginning of time and will know you for all eternity. God's the oldest and best friend that you have. You just don't know it. He or she has been patiently waiting to help you, but you haven't asked. Who has all the power in the universe? Yep, that's God. Why not use the most powerful being in the universe to help you out? Use God. Make the call right now. How do you make the call? Prayer. Learn how to pray. I'll teach you how to do that in the next podcast and post. Until we're together again, so long for now.